Hi friends, what's this demo? This data is incrementing and this is the upper limit, the second column is upper limit and third is the step value and fourth is the delay in which in duration this data is getting updated. This will reach once they reach the upper limit, it will stop there. I can increase the step value also and I can change the delay also. Change means increase the delay also. You can just see it has stopped at 702. I can increase this value to 705 and it will start incrementing. Now I can increase the step value also. You can see it is okay. Now let me again change it to 0.8. So it is incrementing at a rate of 0.4. I can increase the delay also to 1. Now it is 1 minute. It has already reached. Now let me just change it. So you can see now it is incrementing but at a delay of 1 second. This is a spin box. These two are spin box. These are entry boxes. So we'll learn how to develop this. Here is the layout of the components. So we have just placed the component. No functionality is added. You can see here labels. There are 4 labels are there. L1 line number 8. From here it starts. Let me just bring it. So these are all data, max limit, step and millisecond delay. These are in row 0, column is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Column for 4 columns, 4 column values we are given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all are in row 0. Now if I'll just go down, then this second row or our whatever the entry boxes and spin boxes we have used, those are come up. So here every item in or every component here, the entry box is connected to a one variable. We have was this text variable. This is E1D. This is the first one is E1. So entry 1 that way. So you can see it E1 and it is above that we have given a double variable. The reason for double variable is we will take decimal values. Suppose it is a full number 688, 689, then we could have gone for int variable or integer variable. Usually we frequently use string variable. These are all Kinter's methods. So in that we have also initialized at 688.4. So that is why you are getting it 688.4 because the default value or initialization is kept at 688.4. Now you come to the second one 702. This is also another variable, but this is we have kept upper limit. There is no fraction for it, so we have kept it. It's not a float value, so it's kept. We used one int variable or integer variable 702, 703 like that you can do. There is no decimal place here. If you want to use decimal places, go for it. Not a problem. You can use a double variable here. So here again text variable. You can see this text variable. I am connected to that. Let me print it. Okay. Now here this one is a. Once this is over, the third one, the step value, it's a spin box. You can see this is a spin box. This is again a double variable. The spin box is text variable. Here you can see text variable is SB1D. So SB1 is the spin box where you can increment it. But this spin box has a start value and a end value. So from 2 is there and there is a increment of 0.2. So it starts from 0.2, ends at 3 with width is okay, it's the width of the widget. So and the increment value is 0.2. So at every time I increase, these are 2 buttons are there. I can increase or decrease. I can operate it. So I cannot go. I can go up. You can see I am going up and up to 3 I can go. So I have kept it at 3. Similarly, one more spin box is here. At the down you can see here. Let me bring back the spin box. This is also another integer variable we have used and it is value is 500. So it starts with 500 because it is in millisecond. Okay, no, you need not say that it's millisecond. It starts from 2 is 5000. I can change this upper limit and increment is 500. You can decrement it also if you want. Whatever way you want, you can use this increment value. And this text variable is SB2. Here it's a text variable because there is no decimal is used. And slightly to make it a wide this thing, I have used a font. I have declared it at the top. Let me just show you. Yeah, here it is, font times 24 normal. You can change the style. This is the font size, this is the style, and this is the font family. There are many font families are there. I use times. Fine. So to this will now, this is the output you are seeing. To this will add the functionality. Now I'll start with my function, which will be updating, defining a function as my update. Okay, inside that I am passing some parameters to it, so I'll just so I am leaving it because I'll be using it in subsequently. Fine. So this is the first my function. Inside the function I am just writing one variable I equal to, what is I is e1 underscore d. What is e1 do? E1d and get. Now what is e1d dot get is, it is the you can see the at the top we have declared it here is a double variable. D means double, it's for my this understanding only. So it is connected to the text variable e1d. So this text variable is the final data with the leftmost column where the final data comes, that entry box, and in that the variable is connected is e1d. So that I am using e1d because it's a text, it's a double variable. So I have to use get and set methods for any, in fact for string variable, integer variable, two methods are important, get and set. Get to receive data, set to set the data. So that is the important thing. Now plus, because every time I have to increment it. So what the present value, I will have to increment it to the next. It is like if it is 5, it's suppose 720. Now I have to increment with the, if my increment value is set to say 0.2, then it will be 720.2. So like that I have to increment it, plus sb1 dot, here it is. So and that also I have to use get. Get method means I am just reading. What is this sb1d? This variable is the spin box, whatever you have. See, this is the spin box here. Or let me, if I can, I will just show you. Yeah, this spin box is your that sb1d value. This value particular this particular one is e1d dot get. So this plus this, I am just, whatever the data is there, I am this. Now this I value I will assign it. Let me just close this, come here. Okay, now if e1d dot get plus sb1d get. Okay, now for the moment let me just forget that whatever the upper limit is. I will put a if condition for that. To make it simple, I'll just start I equal to, now this is, sorry, this is I equal to, this is just formatting. I'm telling go for 2 decimal places only. So I'm typing that this is just 2f. So don't go for more, go for 2 decimal places. Now format I. So now this output I am changing to a string. So any comparison before this line I have to do. Okay, I am just for displaying purpose, I am just doing that, and I am, what I will do now, I will transfer this whatever the value I got it, e1d dot, here I have used the get method, now I will use the set method, e1 underscore d dot set. What I will set? I am setting the value for I. That's all. So what happens is, now I read the value, read the increment value, add it up, change the format and set that to I. So let's just, but this will not run. So what I will do, I'll just save it and call that function, because without that it will not run. My update once. So let's see, but this will be one time only. So what you can see is the value, initial value, whatever we have kept it is 688.4. One calling will increment by 0.2. So it should reach us 688.6. So one time we have called. So this value is added to 688.4. Here it is. So it became 688.6 because I have called one time. For your understanding, if I'll call one more time, my fine, 2 times I have called. So this function, so 2 times that will be added up. So it should go to 8 now. 6, whatever the value was, yeah, this is 688.8 now, because 2 times 0.2 is added. But that is not what is our purpose. Our purpose is, now let me remove one, and my purpose is it should auto run. For that purpose I will be using one timer here. My W is my parent window where I am placed it. Many places people use the root or root, so you can use whatever it is. If you want to see it, it is declared at line number here 3. I have declared that this is my parent window, my underscore W. So that's what I am putting it here. Fine. Now here the timer starts. After what value after is a timer, it will take the first input it will take is the delay in millisecond. Now for the moment sb2 underscore I dot get. What is this sb2 underscore I? We'll see. Let me just write it. My update. Fine. So this function it will call. Here is the function, the same function it call after a time delay, whatever we get it here. So again, after that time delay, again that will call. This is a self-running or recursive call to the function. Now you may ask me the question, what is this sb1 dot? This is nothing but here it is the int variable value. This is the in our case it is the this one, this particular 500 now it is. So default value, this is what value we are reading. This is sb1 tk int value, we are set it to 500. This is starts from 500 and increase up to 5000. This value we are placing it, this value we are taking. So if I'll increase that value, then this value also will change. And my update is the function I am calling it. Fine, this should work, self-running. Now we also will just check once. But we have missed one thing. You can see it, it is increasing, everything is fine. I can change this delay also. You can see now the delay is 1 second. I can further increase it. This is 1.5 second delays. Now it is getting updated. And this value also I can increase it. So now it is 0.4. Everything is fine except one requirement, that this should not cross this limit. Now this limit is integration is not done. So that will add it now. What you will do before changing this format to formatting it, will do the if condition. If I is less than or equal to, suppose in your case you want to let it reach there also, so you can give now the max underscore I. So this value is there, get. What is that value? Okay, let me just complete this one. So I have to maintain the indentation here, then this also should go here, this also should go. So if the value is Emax I, what is Emax I is here. I have declared it. Emax I is the 7. This is the max value. I have given as 702. You can go up or down everything. So this is the maximum. This is an integer variable. So that's why I am comparing it here. Fine. So this is fine now. Now it will not go beyond that value. That's the upper limit is set. But one more thing is left. You can see 689. Let me just quickly increase this to 92. Okay. 98, 99, 7, 701. Okay, 701.8 it stopped because now this if condition is not allowing it this part to execute. So line number 40, 41, 42 is stopped. So up to this it is allowed. But one more thing. Why you also want one more feature, that if I increase the value of the upper limit, then this again it should start. For that purpose, what you will do, will write one trace method here. So every variable, integer variable, double variable or string variable has to have a trace method. So for that I will say Emax underscore I. This is the value of that upper limit, whatever we have here we use Emax I dot get. So this is the upper limit, that entry box, that variable we are connected to this. For that, all this will have a trace method. Trace method will, anytime you destroy or create or change the value or write the value, this trace method will be triggered. So this trace method, this is applicable to all type of string variable, integer or double variable. So this trace method, that means if this value is changed, now you trigger this function once. So already the limit will be taken care by this, but once this value is this particular variable Emax I variable is changed, then you trigger this. So now with that I can, this completes the process and I can run it. You see now, if I let me just increase this. Fine. So it is Okay, 702. Now, acha 1.4 I kept it. Now I will change this to 0.5. Fine, it is allowed. Now I will change this to 0.9. It goes up and stops there. So that's all. This is how this this particular or you can interlock between the step value, max limit, and delay and all. This is one of the requirement of one of our subscriber who asked this. So if you have any such doubts, ideas, or anything to do, please use the comment section below to post your ideas and your requirement. We'll try. We cannot give all the thing, but we'll try to help you out in this. And I will request you, please share this all these video tutorials with your friends and classmates. And I'll request you to subscribe to our channel. We frequently post new videos, so press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we post it. Thank you for watching.